Hello my beautiful angels, welcome back to my channel. I'm Palacios, and if you just stumbled across my channel in this video, please be sure to subscribe to be notified of when I upload. Today's video I want to talk about self-worth. Do you actually know your self-worth? Do you actually know how much you're worthy of? Do you know how amazing and miraculous and powerful you are in this precise present moment as you are, however it is that you're watching this video currently? Because I don't think you do. A big thing when you go through a healing journey in the divine feminine and your goddess energy is knowing what you're worthy of. And I come across so many amazing young women, 20s, 30s, whatever, what have you, 40s. I come across so many women in general that don't know their worth and their value and are willing to settle for less in order to not feel like they are bad or that they're asking for too much. And that's one thing that when you really step into your goddess energy and your divine feminine energy, it's not that, oh, I'm better than anyone else, or that, I'm this person that has to be worshipped. No, it's about knowing your worth and your value and knowing that you are worthy of good things, that you deserve love, that you deserve to be treated with respect, that you deserve to be your true authentic self. And the thing is, hi birdies, the problem is that we wait for others. We wait for society, we wait for our partners or potential partners or our friends or our social group to treat us like we're worthy, to treat us like we have worth, to treat us like we're our divine feminine highest self. And that's the thing, God made you beautifully and perfectly, and made in God's image means that you were made with love. You were made by the Creator with the idea that you are inherently of value and of worth. The problem is this world, this physical world, wants to take all that away from us and wants to make us believe like we are lesser than because either we don't look the right way, or we don't act the right way, we don't dress the right way, etc., etc. Self-love is taking your power back, taking back your power, because it's you deciding, this is how I'm going to live my life. I'm going to live my life in self-love. I'm going to live my life in gratitude. I'm going to live my life in happiness and gratitude that I am me, that God made me as I am, and God made me so worthy and so valuable and so loved. And that's the problem, is that we are used to conditional love, that you can only love something if it brings you or gives you something. You can only love someone if they do something for you, instead of loving unconditionally, which is loving somebody as they are. And odds are there's somebody in your life that you love unconditionally, that they could say whatever or do whatever and you will always have love for them. And we do that so easily for other people, and perhaps those other people don't deserve that. But we still do it so easily for other people, yet we struggle to do it for ourselves, and that needs to stop. The unconditional love has to be for yourself, that no matter how many times you make mistakes, how many times you fight with other people, how many times things happen, that you have love for yourself. And this is the thing, is that we think that, oh, having love for yourself is never holding yourself accountable or never taking responsibility. No, when you love something or someone, you do want them to have responsibility. You do want them to feel empowered. You do want them to feel good. And with responsibility comes power. With taking accountability, you take power over your life. But by you choosing self-love, you are choosing to take control and take the power back. You are choosing to be responsible for your actions. You are choosing to be responsible for your responses to things, to what people say, taking control, taking back the narrative of who you are and what you're doing here in this life. So yes, it is easy to place the blame on other people. Oh, I don't love myself because so-and-so said this to me, or I don't love myself because this and that happened. And yes, traumas and difficulties can lead you to a place of not much self-love, but that's okay, as long as you decide, okay, I don't have control about what other people do to me, but I do have control over my healing and my responses to people and what people say about me or how they may treat me. And that It might seem hard, it might seem heavy, but at the end of the day, that is liberation. That is teaching you that you can liberate yourself and that you can take the power back. Something so beautiful happens when a woman takes responsibility over her life. That she decides that she's in charge, that she decides to go for it, that she decides to make intentional decisions, that she decides to create the life that she deserves, that she wants for herself, and not wait for somebody to bring it to her, for somebody to do that for her, but to do it for herself. Because us women in our divine feminine, even though the divine feminine is very inward and it can also be present and quite passive and relaxed, it is still, it's like water. The divine feminine is like water. It's like this ocean behind me. It is powerful, it is soft, it is refreshing, it is beautiful, but it is still the waves of the ocean working with the moon. That is what our energy is. So when you take that energy and you put it towards loving yourself, and you put it towards holding yourself responsible for your life, and you put it towards the things that mean something for you, towards the things that you have intentions for, and you decide this is what's important to me. It's like me. Whenever I decided to take time off while I was pregnant, I talked about this in a previous video and stuff and podcast, but I decided to take time off, the first 9 months of my baby daughter's life. And that was me making the intention that I am going, before I jump back into work, because I've been working, creating content since I was 16 years old. I'm 28 years old now. This is something that I've been doing for years, that I could take breaks whenever I needed to, and especially to be a mother. I was very intentional when I first got the pregnancy test and I learned about my pregnancy. My intention was, I am going to come into this energy of the mother. I'm going to be the mother. I'm going to heal my mother wound. I'm going to heal certain aspects of myself so I can be the best mother for this little girl. And when I found out she was a girl, it was like, here's a mirror, look into it. What needs to be fixed? And that was me taking responsibility. I could no longer place the blame on my family, my parents, anything like that. It was now me, and I was the adult. I would take control, and I would be the best partner I could be with my fiance, and we would be the best parents we could be. And we let go of so much, both of us. We don't really like alcohol. He doesn't drink alcohol anymore, and before he loved to drink and to party. We met at a party, right? But on the beach. But once we had our little girl, and once we started this journey together as parents, we had to let those parts of us die off and let go of those things, and instead focus on what our responsibility was as parents. And you don't have to be a parent to go through that. I always believe in reparenting yourself, which is something I had to do early on, was reparent myself and go through things and be responsible. I had to let go of some aspects of those things in order for me to fully come into the version of me as a mom. And to some people, they're like, well, you should still have fun as a parent. I'm not saying that you shouldn't have fun, but the priorities changed. It was no longer a priority for me to be at the next place and travel here and travel there. No, my priority was to be the best mother I could be to my baby girl. And I'm so grateful I gave myself that time. And I'm so grateful I took responsibility over that. And I know there's a lot of issues in the system in the US with motherhoods and maternity leaves and so many things like that. And that was my struggle, and that was my responsibility. And that's something that through that struggle, the initial struggle, came a lot of power and a lot of ease. So don't shy away from struggle if you're taking responsibility for something. Don't shy away from difficulty or from challenges. Those things teach you so much. You come back with a renewed sense of self. As long as you tell yourself this struggle is a part of the journey, just as much as the good stuff is a part of my journey, the struggle is immensely a part of it. I used to be very idealistic when it came to life and the way things should go and the way things should look. And I realized, this is my epiphany, that those things only hindered what I could truly be. Those things only hindered my power, because I realized the power lies in the struggle, in the difficulty. Don't let yourself be defined by the difficulty in your story, but allow yourself to be defined by you taking responsibility, you trying your best, and you learning, no matter what the outcome. And you'll see so many beautiful things will happen. You will transform from within. And you will have such a newfound love and respect for yourself because you decided to go through these things and you made these decisions and you took responsibility for your actions and for your reactions, and now you're in this goddess energy, right? That's the thing. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Responsibility is liberty. It is freedom. And when you take responsibility of your life, yes, great power comes great responsibility, but with great responsibility comes freedom. And the self-love I have for myself now is beyond anything. You know, I have the love of my partner, and he's so loving and supportive, and he treats me like a queen, and that to me is invaluable. But the love I have for myself and for me as a mother and me as a woman is beyond it, right? And that is something that I chose to have and to do and to harness and to nurture. Because if we give away our power of love, and especially of self-love, if we give away and we externalize, we say, if this person doesn't treat me right, I'm going to love myself less. Or if this person rejects me, I'm going to love myself less. That is you externalizing and giving those people or those situations your power. And that is all over our society. It's all in our politics. It's all everywhere. Constantly, women especially being drained, being taught that they're powerless, that they're victims, that they're things like that. When that's everywhere, you believe it. So sometimes you have to cut off from people and things and come within and realize who you are as a spiritual self and realize how truly powerful you are. When you do that, there is nothing that can stop you. You are an unstoppable force. That's all for today, my beautiful angels. I hope you enjoyed it, and do something good for yourself today after you watch this video. Don't just scroll or go about your day. Really take a pause and lean into what has been calling your soul. Lean into whether that's yourself, whether that's your health, whether that's your well-being, your mental health, whatever it is. Lean into that today and take this video as a sign that it is time to focus and take all your energy and put it towards where you know that you need it. So thank you so much for watching this video, my angels. I invite you as well, I forgot to announce at the beginning, but I'm going to have a elevated feminine seminar. It's going to be held via Zoom, an hour and a half with me as your host, with a Q&A at the end for you to ask me any of your questions. We're going to be talking all about creating your new self in your goddess energy and knowing what that looks like, changing your life for the better, and elevating yourself in your divine feminine. So if you'd like more information on that, the link is down below in the description, and I will see you in my next video. As always, my beautiful angels, no matter who you may be in this life, no matter what you may be going through or what your current circumstances are, always remember your true beauty, your true worth, and your true power always come from within. I love you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.